I say this because with artificial intelligence, big data algorithm, the Internet of Things, these are things that we are only playing with now. We want native technologists, kids who can play around with these technologies. We don't want to be just users of it. We want our own children to be those who we fix code. If we don't plan, we are always going to lose. That is what is necessary to put us in a pole position to be able to move on. So when we talk about free quality education, we are just starting it. It's the access that we've made free. Now we are working on the quality. We have also provided the learning and teaching materials free. So it's not just tuition. We are providing food for them in some districts, not all districts. We would love to do that, but it's extremely expensive. And guess what? We started to do this with no input from anywhere else in the world, rather than clamping on corruption, closing the loopholes, waste and fraud. Sometimes we are very unrealistic, Sierra Leoneans. I hear them talk about the ground dry. You cannot expect to embark on a long and difficult journey like this to regain your glory and expect that it's going to be a smooth flight. There is going to be turbulence. There is going to be turbulence, not once, not twice. But you know that the pilot is going to take you to a safe destination. That is the assurance I want to give you. Are we going to have problems? Yes, like all other countries in the world. Sometimes inflation, sometimes exchange rate, sometimes this. That is because we have taken off on a very, very difficult position. Huge international debt, huge domestic debt, double-digit inflation, a battered economy. What have we done in a very short time? The IMF, the World Bank had all deserted us because of mismanagement. We have been able, because of sound public financial management. They have all come back, and we are working very hard. To move on, we just don't need political stability, but also macroeconomic stability. And that is what we have done in the past almost 2 years now. And that is bringing confidence. We are being cited as a very good example. So when people talk about the ground dry, it better make it dry now than it dry later. Because all the waste, the resources they use to wet the ground is what we are investing in your own children, our future. That is what I have said. It's better to invest in education, invest in our children, so that the ground will soak before, but it's right now. We have to make the sacrifice. If we are not ready to make the sacrifice, it is going to be extremely difficult going ahead for our nation. This generation must be ready to make the sacrifice. What have we done? We have decided to start by planning the medium-term national development plan. We need clusters. So we are not just moving like that. We have planned ourselves through the medium-term national development plan. We have engaged other partners, and we are definitely making progress. It is going to be a long and difficult journey, but I want to assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that we are making progress. We will get there, and we will only get there together if we have a shared understanding of the problems and how we can work together to change the narrative. So my choice of human capital development was intentional. Because for me, it is the most important resource for any nation. The Sierra Leoneans are quick to count the diamonds, the bauxite. They will do that the whole day. They will even count the sand that you have on the beaches. But we've had that all the time. What progress have we made? We are the most important resources to Sierra Leone. And the best way to gain from the human resource is to invest in that human resource through quality education, appropriate education, skills, knowledge, and so on and so forth. We have decided to diversify the economy. We depended so much on mineral resources. Now, there are serious plans for agriculture, serious plans for tourism, and serious plans for fisheries. Our dependence on mineral resources alone left us completely vulnerable when the prices of iron ore went down. We cannot afford to repeat that mistake, and I cannot lead a nation that we keep repeating mistakes. So we are diversifying the economy so